Shame. We were all brought up in shame. Ashamed that the other guy's dead, not me. Ashamed of our grime. The shame of our weeds. Ashamed all the time of the things that we eat. Ashamed of our shirts. They're not Ben Sherman's. Ashamed of the work we do to make earnings. Ashamed of our dirt. Ashamed of the Germans. We were ashamed from our heads to our toes. I'll show you my shame if you show me yours. Guilty, of course, but guilt more dignified. Guilty as thieves. We stole and we lied. Shame feels like you swallowed yourself and died. Ashamed of our sex, ashamed of our bodies. We're up to our necks in shame, to be honest. Ashamed of our cousins, ashamed of our race, ashamed of our country, ashamed to the face, ashamed of our mothers, ashamed of our dads. They weren't like the lovers in the TV ads. Ashamed of our language, ashamed of our books, ashamed of our hair, the way our teeth looked. The way we danced, the way we fucked, ashamed to be bullied, ashamed to fight back, ashamed to be white, ashamed to be black. Ashamed to be poor, illiterate trash, ashamed not to have any spare cash. Where did it go to, this shameful state, the dirty fingernail reek of incestuous debilitation? It's stamped on our foreheads when we make new mates, and we become their play pets, a contrast to their tans. They laugh at our ineptness, mock our attitudes, snigger at our deafness and our ineptitude. 'Cause everything we're lacking they harbour in abundance, but they want our dirt to make them somehow fucking cool, some of them. Yes, they do. They don't want our shame, though, just our prison chic. Whilst we take the blame, they get to feel unique. Ashamed of our noses, ashamed of our hair. Second time I said that. Must be something in there. Ashamed of our houses, ashamed of our car, ashamed of our snot, ashamed of who we are, ashamed of ourselves, of who we are not. I'll read that again. Ashamed of our houses, ashamed of our car, ashamed of our snot, ashamed of who we are, ashamed of ourselves, of who we are not. Maybe I have to rearrange it. Anyway, you get the idea.